All right. Some few years ago, something happened in one of our martial arts in Nigeria. For the sake of confidentiality, I won't mention the name of the martial arts. You know, a agency, particular agency who came to Nigeria, an international agency that came to Nigeria, they needed to train some certain people. They needed to train some certain people in martial arts. Well, guess what? They went online, they did a little research, and what popped up was a particular member of one of this our Nigeria martial arts. The martial is an international, but I'm talking about the Nigerian branch. This guy happens to be a member, and he's among those who are in the technical aspect of it. He was among the seniors in it. This guy has his own personal one, fully established, registered with an online presence. You understand? So they met him. His base was in the southern part of Nigeria. That's where the martial arts academy was. So he contacted, based on the nature of the project, he would not be able to handle it alone. So he contacted the national to get some of their personnel to work with him, and he will also pay them as well. Why doing that? Some persons were actually angry with him in the national that he hijacked a project that belongs to the national. Then one of my boss, who is also a senior member, he's a professor at that, he told them that no, we should be happy that this particular guy, what he's doing at the moment is that he is calling us to join him to eat. There's nothing here we should be angry about. This guy has his presence being put online. So why are you angry? Our own presence, which is the national representation of this body, or the number one when it comes to this martial arts as a national thing, we do not have an online presence. So why should we be angry at somebody who has an online presence and it's time to eat? He calls us to join him to eat. Many of them, they saw reasons to actually withdraw their anger. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because we live in an age that majority of the time now, it is how well people actually want, how often people are easily able to find you, that will determine how easy they will be able to reach you. You understand? Now, let's assume that maybe, like I said, this guy, his base was in the southern part of Nigeria. So these particular agencies that came, they are most likely going to be based in Lagos, or based in Abuja, which is the Federal Capital Territory, and the former Capital Territory, which is also the number one economic hub of the nation, which is Lagos State. Now, but with an online presence, he was able to pull them to where he was based, enjoy the privilege that the national could not actually enjoy. Even add to the growth of his economy, of where he stays and where he's based for that particular period of time of this training. Now, that's one. This guy, I said he also has a website. Now, I want to ask you now, do you have a social media handle? And the social media handle, does it correspond on all social media platforms? Do you have a Twitter handle that is active, that when a message is sent, it can be able to deliver? Do you have WhatsApp? Do you have TikTok? Do you have Instagram? Do you have YouTube? Do you have Telegram? And if you have all this already, I want to tell you, go for the optimal one. Go and get a website. Let me tell you, this one it will cost you a little, but when you have it, a lot of people are going to respect you when they see your profile and they see a website at the bottom and the website is functional. And they will actually cherish you. Now, what you actually need, especially if you are not uploading a lot of videos, you are just going to need just a little shared hosting account. Then you buy a domain name. Domain name is probably going to be between maybe $10 to $15 for a year for a .com or a .biz or .org or a .net. You understand? Depending on what your business is actually all about. However, a .com is more easier for people to actually initially conceive about your brand. Then if not, if you do not want to go for that, you can actually go for a .io or those other newer domain name extensions, and with up to about with less than $50, you can actually host your website and buy your domain name. Then for the designing, maybe if you do not have if you can't do it yourself, maybe another technical guru. Before you spend up to about $200 to $400 for a one-time setup fee, you would have been able to actually to set it up, and mind you, we actually do a portfolio website. So if you are interested, you can actually reach out to us. A minimum simple portfolio website which showcases the services that you do. You understand? Just people go there, they see your services, then some of the jobs that you've actually done. So that's an aspect. Then let me give you another second aspect, a third aspect of why you need your personal website other than just your social media profiles all over the whole place. That particular social media channel, that particular social media platform that you are now, these owners, they can just wake up today and they ban your account. Majority of the time, you discover that there's even no reason why they are banning it. And not just only that, majority of the time, maybe when the content you're actually pushing has a lot of truth in it, it can also make them to actually to do search to your account. So it's a little bit, if you have a personal website, the chances of bringing your hosting account down is actually the chances are limited. You understand? Then when you now have enough money, you can now pay for a server. You understand? You can now pay for a server, and meaning that the higher the kind of plan that you actually pay for, the more difficult it will be for your website to be brought down. But what's the bottom line I'm telling you? Have an online presence across all the social, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, your website. They should all be in place and they should all be functional. This Deficit Podcast, if you have any questions, do what to drop in the comment section. And as usual, peace. See you in the next one.